Welcome to part 36 of Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. And in this episode, we're going to finally go after the last legendary weapon. Which is ironic, because normally we went to the dungeon to go get the legendary weapon and eventually beat the fake CPU that happened to be there. Not the case this time around. As a matter of fact, Vert was actually smart about it. She instead actually found the legendary weapon. The thing is, the legendary weapon is all moldy. So now we're gonna have to fix the darn thing. So guess what? Instead of finding the legendary weapon, we're gonna have to find items in order for to fix the legendary weapon. And that's the only thing we have to do. So, that takes care of the legendary weapon, I guess, for now. And even if she had it fixed, it would be too hard for her to handle a bow. So instead, she's gonna craft it into a spear instead. Now, we're gonna have to, again, get materials. But since I've come off of the heels of fighting in Frontier, starting off, I will have Vert into my party, but eventually I'll run into another person. That would be Tekken. But right now, the only thing we're worried about is the legendary weapon. So while the legendary weapon is being crafted by Ron of all things, we will end up exploring the area, and by the area, I mean, getting materials for the crafting, we'll end up running into the CPU because, well, she's still looking for the weapon. That's right, her fake CPU self is still looking for the weapon, and Vert had already found it. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that the CPUs, well, the fake CPU clones, that's what I meant to say, they are dumb as bricks. Save for fake Whiteheart, everyone else is just dumb. And fake Blackheart literally went suicide bomber on the other legendary weapon back in part 33. So yeah, there's that. And now we get to go to Gates Forest, which is for some reason misspelled. I don't know why, but there's a plan for that. And I basically cut out me putting Vert back into the party and arranging her combos and all that good jazz. Because as soon as we get in, we're going to have to go through a cutscene and we're going to end up running into Tekken. Now, the enemies here may not be nowhere near as strong as Frontier, but I did this last because, well, I thought I could have done it in order, but eventually I was just hell-bent on trying to get through Chapter 7, and I decided to go to Frontier, and it was a terrible idea. I should have done this one instead. Because the enemies aren't really that strong here. Well, some of them anyway. The risky foes, they'll put up a fight. I can assure you that. And it's recommended to come here because despite the risky foes putting up a fight, they do give out a boatload of experience. And look, there's Tekken right there. The little masochist is raring to go. And, let me assure you, I wasn't kidding when I said that Tekken is a masochist. You'll even hear it when she actually gets hit, how much she asked for more. dear lord. But whatever the case, if Tekken joins along, that would be fine. Because I think I've only fought with Tekken at least once in the new game, in the original game. And that was when I was trying to see what her abilities were. And believe me, Tekken is actually a fun character to play as. Unlike Broccoli. So I might as well put her in the party too, and I might as well just rearrange stuff again, which is probably going to happen as soon as I'm done with this cutscene. Now, Tekken originally was in the party back in Part 6, but... No, wait, no, Tekken wasn't in the party in Part 6. But she is in the party now. And I cut out all of the arranging of the party members, so I can just go on ahead and show off Tekken.
You go first.
Or I don't do that and then... Wait, no, yeah, I'm gonna show off Tekken, never mind. I thought I left Denise for, but I didn't.
Wait a little
Thank goodness.
bit more.
So, let's see the enemies here. Red Doggo.
Here goes.
I'm pretty sure Red Doggo are weak to lightning,
Here goes.
and they are high in
Alright,
defense,
take
but
on.
Plutia can easily take them out. But as for Tekken, look at how ridiculous Tekken is. She can pull out a lot of EXE moves if she's at the appropriate level. Not EXE moves, I mean EXE meters, sorry.
Prepare
She's not as
yourself.
big of an earner as Vert, because Vert can actually
It is
gain
finally
like
my turn.
a large chunk of EXE meter. Still,
This victory was expected.
Vert's still on the fast side, whereas Tekken, she's on the power side. But she can't break damage limit, not without ISTE. There we go.
Is there something in
We
here?
got ourselves a light blue pigment. And light blue pigments would normally need a plan, but you can just pick them up anywhere. Now let's skip that risky foe right there, because that risky foe literally was the horse bird. No, the squirrel horse bird, I guess. They just put a
Leave it to me.
cat on a horse, squirrel on a horse bird.
Wait a little bit
Is that a
more.
cat or a squirrel? That is a mix. Doesn't really matter.
There.
I'm going to kill it.
Should I take on?
And these are Characters, who were literally running in place. If I wasn't actually afraid of copyright, they are literally doing the Olivia Newton-John dance.
There.
I'm pretty sure you all know the song Maniac, where you're running in place. That sort of thing. That's what they're doing.
There.
But the Characters,
How is this?
I would not take lightly. They
This
can do
victory
some
was
serious
expected.
damage. But at this point of the game, you should be at least at a high enough level to do damage back to them. There's only two other enemies left, and that's the horse birds, that big monstrosity over there, and these, I forgot what those pixie little looking
Here?
enemies are. I'll get close up and I'll find out what they are. But the horse bird, yeah, you might want to get rid of the horse bird. Because horse bird thighs and horse bird wings is good for a
What's this?
recipe for, I think, plan. I think that's what it is. It's good for a plan. I'm trying to remember which one.
Round one, fight!
But this is where you would probably find Swallowtail. Alright, Sparky, that's what it is. No, Speckle. That's the name of the monster. Speckle. And it's hiding behind, no, it's hiding a Doggo behind her. Which I
Now,
can't
what
reach
shall
for
I
some
do?
strange reason. course, Plutia gets hit. Why not? That's okay. That's okay. I can just beat him up. And funny thing about Tekken, she actually does have 10-hit combo as an EX move.
Truth hurts,
which is hilarious in and of itself.
My level went
And if you notice her fighting attacks, all of her fighting attacks is pretty much based off of Jin Kazama from Tekken. In fact, she too is based off of Jin Kazama. If you can't tell by the outfit. Well, she also mentioned something about her being thrown in a volcano or something like that. Which is probably why she's a masochist. So on that note, I will be picking up this plan for a Horsebird Sashimi. Ah, that's the plan that needed the Horsebird Wing and the Horsebird Thigh. And that's Horsebird Sashimi, which by the way is a item that heals not only HP but also SP, so if I could get enough Horsebird Wings and Horsebird Thighs, that would be fine. Excuse me. But unfortunately, none show up in this part. It'll probably happen when I'm doing the final sweep of all the enemies. Ugh, damn. I do have something in my throat. Or I've just been talking too much, one of the two.
Focus! It is finally my turn.
At least I actually knocked down one enemy at least, with Tekken. Somewhat.
Now, what shall I do?
And let's just make sure this monster doesn't have another turn.
Prepare yourself.
Because I'm not going to have another situation just like with Broccoli or with, yeah. Hopefully the enemy doesn't, you know, go viral again. I'm not going to get any higher experience points if it does, but still. That just means the enemy is just going to be stupidly tough if it becomes viral.
Paralyzed.
And that takes care
No one can surpass my beauty.
That group. So all that's left is for us to go over to the crystal and pretty much defeat Fake Greenheart. Let's see, we don't need to go buy a Horsebird. Let's just go to the crystal and let's continue onward with the story. Which, of course, I probably didn't mention this because I was talking about Tekken. Oh, excuse me one second. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, the brothers. Remember how these guys went there and betrayed Vert because R4 had bigger boobs than Financier? And then they pulled a double blind and betrayed R4 because Vert had bigger boobs than R4? That's pretty much this situation in a nutshell. They've got so engrossed with the fake, they don't realize that the real one is standing right there. And the fake is literally being shown in the town. Lord knows what she would have done with the brothers. But primarily, she was trying to find out where the legendary weapon was, but Vert already had it, so there's that. But the brothers don't care that Lady Vert is a... No, they don't care that the fake Greenheart is a fake. Boobs are boobs for them. They were planning on just escorting them over... Well, escorting the boobs, basically, in their eyes, over to a cafe where they could probably wine and dine her and do something else. But seriously, the brothers... I think they've just got on Vert's last nerves. It's bad enough they're rooting through her underwear drawer, and now this. And you can tell she's fake because she talks in all caps. There's just no words of how hilarious this is. And she's actually trying to be a dominatrix, which is the opposite of Vert. She's somewhat gentle, so long as she's not interrupting her game time. And and Vert is actually looking like the bad guy because of the fact that fake Greenheart has pretty much enthralled the brothers. And she don't even know what her real mission is. She is so distracted that, well, she don't even realize, again, that Vert has the legendary weapon. Which is probably why she was being lured around by the brothers. Because they were going to try to give her some coffee and get in her good graces before she could get the weapon back from Vert, or at least find it. And then Tekken, just like with CC2, had pretty much came to defense and practically no-selled an attack from fake Greenheart, sorry, that's what I meant to say. On that note, she makes an interesting point about a mere human being able to stop her. Problem? Tekken's no mere human. She's a masochist. Which is hilarious because I got Plutia on the team also, and Plutia's a sadist. Oh, it's a real fetish board, you can hardly say that. So, let's begin the fight with Vert. This time for real. Unlike with the end of Chapter 3, which that was actually a forced win, or should I say forced loss situation.
Finally.
This right here is you must win, or else you're gonna have to go through that whole cutscene all over again.
Sometimes a toy
And of
really
course
adds
my
to
game
the
is
experience.
lagging.
Let me see.
But you know what? This would be a perfect time for me to show off Tekken and show off just how powerful Tekken really is. Because I'm gonna whip out the 10-hit combo and... Sweet Jesus! This is doing more than 10, you know. It's actually doing 11 hits. And even then, 11 hits just took half of her damn HP. No correction, 13 hits, and it took half of her damn HP.
I am ready.
I'm not kidding. Look at the right-hand corner of the screen. She is pretty much almost dead.
I will have you.
Jesus Christ. Well, I might as well follow it up with Vert. But,
May your spirit
Fake Greenheart only has a limited amount of HP. She'll only spam Self-Head Spear.
I am ready.
Whenever she's,
This should do it.
Oh, sorry. Nigiri Burst and Self-Head Spear.
I am ready.
Whenever she's low on health.
Silhouette spear.
And speaking of which, that's exactly what she did. And she landed Plutia really good. Like, knocking her down in half. Meanwhile, Tekken barely even got hit. What the hell? You spear the sadist, but not the masochist. Okay, whatever. But when Tekken actually got hurt, you heard her just like asking for more. Because, well, it's Tekken. But we'll once again end this fight with Plutia because let's just do so. I'll end up switching other characters, but for the time being, I just wanted to catch up to my save file before I do. And on that note, we ended up getting the elite dress for Vert, and a strange lump, which is what is needed to construct the weapon. And on top of that, we've got a lot of experience points from this. So it would be in our best interest to go home, but before we do, we have to deal with the brothers. 'Cause they pretty much looked at Vert has nothing but hot boobs. And that's one of Vert's biggest pet peeves. Meanwhile, Tekken and her masochistic tendency basically just no sell any damage that was given to her. In fact, she is turned on by the damage. And of course, Neptune pretty much asks if she's a masochist. Meanwhile, the brothers are fleeing. Even though this is the second time these assholes done betrayed Vert, I don't think Vert will allow them to get away. And, you know, you kinda hate it when somebody actually talks loud enough for them to hear, and both of them gets in trouble. They were planning on taking her to home, whining and dining her, man. That's what they're probably doing with the fake. And again, she's pissed off at the fact that the brothers only see her as a pair of boobs. Which, to be fair, she does have that sort of air around her whenever she makes jokes like that, just to piss off the other girls. But even then, at least it's just for the sake of pissing off the girls and not anything too serious. Meanwhile, we've got the materials needed, ironically from fake Greenheart, and the weapon should be done in no time. In fact, I totally forgot to put on the auto. What the hell is wrong with me? And Ron is trying to ask what the hell happened to those two. And Tekken is getting very excited about the punishment that's befalling the brothers. What punishment could they possibly be going through because of the fact that they've betrayed Vert twice? Real simple. Those brothers are in the basement playing through all of Vert's Boys Love collection. They're pretty much going through all of her yaoi. It's just horrible. It is a fate worse than death. Being sentenced to play yaoi for the rest of your life. Well, technically speaking, because Vert has nothing but yaoi games lying about. And it's just been confirmed here. So, oh god, they're breaking. Oh man. They are literally breaking. The horn dogs are breaking apart, and now they're getting the hots for each other. Or this shit is so wrong, it's hilarious. I'm sorry if I'm just taking away the immersion, but still. But the younger brother just got mounted by his older brother because of these games, which goes without saying. Playing a lot of yaoi would do that to a person, sort of. Well, in this world anyway. I don't know about real life. On that note, Tekken and Vert will be leaving the party temporarily. But it won't last long, because you want to know why? We've gotten all 4 weapons, and as soon as we're done with this cutscene, that means we're going to have to go straight to Planet Neptune itself, So that way, we'll be able to get the ultimate weapons and also some party members in for the final battle of Chapter 7. On that note, we are pretty much done with this part. All this is just leftover plans. By the way, that's for... Oh, I forgot what that was for. This is a plan for Gates Force, and this is another plan for the Gates Force as well. And I'm pretty sure we're done, so all we have to do is, once again, go over to Planet Tune, and we can receive the weapons and prepare ourselves for our battle with R4. So on that note, stay tuned to Part 37, because we're ending Chapter 7 on that part. It's probably going to be a very long part, due to the fact of unwinnable cut. Well, actually, there's a winnable battle, but still, it's going to be a long part. See you guys next time.